and today we are going to be talking about annuals. And so when you're choosing any type of annual for your baskets or your beds, this time of year you need to know exactly how much sun each location gets. By marking a very simple rule that if it gets sun from 4 in the morning when the sun first comes up until 11 in the morning, that would be a shade area. From 11 in the morning to 5 in the afternoon, or any 3 hours in that time zone, that would be a full sun area. And then from 5 in the afternoon to dark, we call that warm sun or part shade area. And sometimes you can grow a geranium in there or a big beautiful begonia. So that is the very first thing you need to identify before you start choosing bedding plants or basket stuffing plants, because each plant needs to grow in its own location. Bedding plants you traditionally buy in a 6-pack, and they are individually grown, or you can take them apart, you pull them out and you plant them, pop them right into your beds. That's the key to the name there, bedding plant. Bedding plants are grown traditionally from seed, and they start their life cycle off as they grow from seed. They create a flower, they create seed, and then they finish their life cycle if you don't continually deadhead them. The most common bedding plants that we find are things like marigolds, pansies and violas, and even things like chrysanthemums. And we plot these into our gardens. When you deadhead a petunia such as this, which is to stop it from going to seed, the most common thing people do is they do a little pull and they are left with this. But actually you need to reach in behind and just pull it off. That will stop your bedding plant from going to seed. Once it creates seed, it won't bloom anymore. Bedding plants love to be put into the ground and not into containers. So the next type of annual that we put into containers. These type of annuals are usually sold in a 3-inch to a 4.5-inch to even larger container. They're also good for one season, but they'll bloom continuously in your baskets. Many of these plants are not grown from seed, things like million bells and this bacopa. It's grown from cuttings, and so it doesn't create seed, so you don't have to deadhead. These particular plants, which are called basket stuffers, don't do very well in southern Alberta in the ground, as it tends to be too cold. We love to put these type of plants in containers because they like the heat from the sides of the pots, they love our sunny days, and they're perfect outside in our environment.